Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Drew's Adventures from Australia, and we've known this creator literally for years now. They've been a part of the Tuber Chat family for what I'm guessing is 3 years. They come to us as a friend of Come Hither with Heather, and Werner's Adventures was recently, I think it's a year ago now, year and a half maybe, Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures together were in Toronto, and I was lucky enough to meet up with these creators in person. And what Drew's Adventures is bringing to us on his channel is explorations of abandoned locations. As a matter of fact, all three of those creators do similar content, but there's a huge genre and category here on YouTube for abandoned location explorations, and we've got friends all over the world doing these kinds of things, so lots of unique content. Drew's Adventures posts frequently, as you can see. Lots of members only content on the channel as well, knowing that he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab his latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I have a fun name for, and that is something I use to help me get or keep caught up with creators, as you can imagine, and playlists can be a great tool for that. When we look at Drew's Adventures, we see he's over 4,700 subscribers now, which is great to see. And then when we get into the shorts videos, these have started to move as well into 5,700. There they were in Niagara Falls. That was during their trip towards Toronto. And then 5,900, 8,200 views on one of these, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel as well are occasional, but we see that they're usually on almost more than once a month. So lots of opportunity to catch them. We put notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching each other's content as often as possible as well. So we're going to get around to spinning the wheel right now, and we'll see who's going to be our next channel. I always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, along with moderators, of course. But over the course of the next 3 hours, I will add names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Thank you, by the way, everybody, for joining us at an uncommon day and time. We always mix up our streams between different days and times, and we don't often have an opportunity to stream on what for me is a Friday evening. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. But we've got an extended idea today where Michael's Adventures in the chat will bring us a premiere right after Tuber Chat as well. So after our 3 hours, he'll give us an extended 2 hours more that we can use to continue connecting with each other the same way here that we do here. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have, they all do different things on all of their different channels. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when we visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, we are welcome to continue meeting friends and family members for our own channel the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. The Bud Files is being added onto the wheel. Cali Girl Crochet is there. Rushing Wind Mountain and Consume the Goodness have both come in. Early in the door was the Groves Bargain Emporium with Crafty Witch 232 and a handful of our regularly seen moderators. Michael's Adventures along with Scratch and Pete PA in the pole position on the wheel, of course, and then Canadian Family Life, Just Jason Keto and more, and I am Betty J Gathers all happen to be in the house. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is here. I saw Alex and Alex in the chat, and I see Elfish Tanks is here. M&T Living It is also in the house. Leonica dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at that channel right now, actually, before I start spinning the wheel. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Then we'll get back to spinning the wheel like we always do. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead, of course, is in the house. That's Kristen. And then, let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody. Intrepids is in the house. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is another friend from basically the beginning of Tuber Chat over 4.5 years ago now. Fairbrick Studio and Rainy Ridge are both in the house. Vintage Style by Joe is here. Wheats Art was live streaming earlier today. I was lucky to catch them again. So thank you everybody for being here. I hope I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to saying hello to everyone.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And surviving together. I hope you're going to be feeling better soon. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. I know not everybody can be here every day and for 3 hours every time we stream, so every moment matters, of course. And I know we've got some friends that run the stream in the background as well, like our dear friend Jaden. I always appreciate that. I know that Debas, the Pug Mama Quilter, is in the house. Our Aussie animal family is back as well, so thank you for being here. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. We're going to talk about Leonica in a quick second, but I wanted to ask everybody, or I want to mention a couple of very important things that are happening out there today. And so, if anybody hasn't entered the poll that I put into the chat, you'll see that here. I'll show you what on earth I'm talking about when we click here, so that we can talk about 2FA, two-factor authentication. And I'll give you a little bit of a speech about that. Purple Crochet and More with Jeannie is in the house. Apparently, the biggest crypto hack in history happened today, and that was on a platform called Bybit. The CEO came on right away with a live stream to let everybody know everybody should be fine. The fund should be, somewhat safer. They've got recourse for that and things like this. But one of the things that I saw this morning as well, it's just coincidence, was a crypto influencer that I happen to follow outside of the Superchat family and all that, gave a speech and a story today about themselves getting hacked over $100,000 worth of different crypto coins and this and that. And it really is not just about crypto. We talk about security once in a while here, but the idea that these things can be hacked, we've seen some of our friends lose their YouTube channels, lose their Facebook pages, lose their Instagram accounts and things like that. And it's not always for the same reason, but scams online, as the internet's gotten, more and more prevalent over the last 30 years or so, or 40, grow and grow and grow. So let's close out our poll and we'll just see what everybody had to say. So it looks like half of us are unaware of two-factor authentication, so hence the need for us to talk about it today. Another maybe quarter of us have it set up and a quarter of us know what it is but don't have it set yet. I promise you it's worth the moment. If you think about all the work that you put into your YouTube channel, even one video, the extra 5, 10, 15 minutes it's going to take to set that up will be well worth it. What we're talking about, 2FA, is a term you probably see all over the internet now with every social network platform. Stands for two-factor authentication. I'll talk about what that is in a second. Patrick Kaskoka Art, good to see you back in the house. I think we got Moises, if I'm pronouncing that right. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So two-factor authentication means that when we're authenticating ourselves, our credentials, into a social network, which means usually a username and a password, a two-factor authentication means that we have to do something twice. So you have your username and your password. If you use an iPhone and most Androids now, you probably have either facial recognition or a fingerprint. That's enough to get you in there. But then it might say, okay, since you're logging in, we're going to send a code to your email or to your phone. We need you to put that code in here as well so that we know it's really you. And what that helps when we think about that, I just wanted to put the stress on everybody for that. Two-factor authentication on every single social platform as opposed to just YouTube, because it's too many stories that I have now, or we have, where friends have lost, like I said, their YouTube channels or their content or their Twitter, Facebook, Instagram accounts, and everything else. So I just wanted to take a second to mention that because it's so important for all of us. Nancy Perrin Ministries is here, Cruising the High Seas and Travel. Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is here. Nisa Faraway and Life with Lucia and Glenn have all been added to the wheel. Leonica's up on the screen right now because she dropped a super chat earlier, and we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. I'm going to talk about her content in a second. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. I know I just went through a whole speech, but I do a bad job of keeping up with the chat when I'm talking like that. So if anybody needed me to elaborate on the security ideas that I was talking about, or 2-factor authentication, or anything along those lines, just let me know. The Stock Explorers here, I've got them on the wheel. They happen to be a moderator and a member. And then when we talk about the content from Leonica that's on the screen right now, we get a lot of motivation from this creator. She's live all the time, it seems. She expects to bring us a lot of variety, gaming reviews, food, entertainment, and some motivation. She's got a few videos up right now and some shorts to go along with those. These have gotten into 1,100 and even 1,900 views now. I think one of them is moving a little bit farther. And then live streams as well. So she's got one set up actually for tonight. She'll be live about an hour from now. And she's been live just about 2 or 3 times a week. I've been lucky to catch her many times. I'm not sure if she'll still be on after we're finished Tuber Chat today. We've still got another 2.5 hours to go. But we know that there'll be fresh content on the channel for anybody that likes to either watch live stream replays or let them run. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Yeah, whenever somebody mentions to you that you're, as a live streamer, for those of you who stream and things like that, or if you're planning to in the future, whenever somebody mentions the idea that your stream might be buffering, if it's only one person or 2 people, it might be them, not you. And then if it is more than that number of people, you know that you might have a problem as well. We always recommend everybody just refresh their device. It usually helps. My internet hasn't had a problem for a while. We've got a relatively new modem and router and all that stuff, and it seems to have been okay for a while. Lewis Acre Farm Karma, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. Cruising on the High Seas and Travels continued their membership. So has the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. He has been a dear friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat. I've been with Kid Wonder for 5 years now, and he's got usually more than one membership actually here. So thanks for being in the house, Kid. Cruz Bolero is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel. And let me just get Kid Wonder on there, and we'll look at a couple of his channels when we get him up. Kid Wonder has a handful of different channels and is an incredibly important or influential member in the Tuber Chat family. He was, like I said, with me before we even started, and still after 800 episodes is coming back as often as he can to support others. I see him very active as well with a couple of different channels. Kid Wonder and Rosie are on all the time. Look at that, just by coincidence, Kid Wonder's coming up right now.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
I can't imagine I can ever pronounce the term properly, but it's mukbang, I believe, right? A lot of us just say mukbang, show with Kid Wonder. And this is a huge category and genre on YouTube and seems to always have been as well. And when we look at the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder, this is just one of his many channels. Got at least 4 at the last count. But here, he's bringing us a lot of taste test challenge ideas. And most people are going to recognize a lot of the popular franchises and things. Of course, I'm in Canada, so I don't know all of them. And then a couple of shorts on the channel. Live streams are something he was doing up to a few months ago as well. Lisa J. Stocks, good to see you here. Scooter Renee LLC is in the house. I'll get them on the wheel right now. They happen to be a member. Pixie Dust Traveler Tracy is here. When we look at Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder, this is the original channel that Kid Wonder started with here in the Tuber Chat family. As a matter of fact, I like telling this story because, you know, Kid Wonder and I have been friends for over 5 years now, before Tuber Chat was even a channel or even a thought. And he's been with us the whole time. So the reason why I like telling the story is just to point out the fact that Kid Wonder, in the beginnings of Tuber Chat and what we're doing here, was so influential that he was the first creator chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat. And if you go back now, you'll be able to see that. Kristen Welton was first, of course, because you can't be more supportive than that, at least to me. But Kid Wonder was featured right away. And that just goes to show the support that this creator gives to others. Now, Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder features all sorts of variety. There could be some gameplay here, lots of live streaming. They cut videos. They take us for outdoor adventures. Sometimes they're hanging out, just giving us a chance to get to know them. Lots of live streaming here, including some video gameplay, and they've got a video game channel, as a matter of fact, for that as well. Shorts over here have gotten into 1,500 and 2,900 views, featuring more variety, and you can see they're working on 22,000 videos now. When we look at Kid Wonder and Rosie's gaming and live stream, we see another channel from these creators, and I've actually collaborated with Kid Wonder on this channel. You'll notice right away a lot of this 8-ball pool game. That's a game I've been playing for as long as I can remember on my phone, and it's just coincidence that I saw him playing that here in amongst a lot of other different types of games. But I was joking for a while and said we should play one night, and then I caught him when he was just starting a stream and hopped in on that. We played each other for about an hour. You can search that out on his channel if you want. And then live streams over here as well, up to even just a few days ago. So Kid Wonder and Rosie's channels are just about all monetized, actually. And hopefully everybody will connect with them on several of these channels. I know we've got some activity in the chat here. So the Groves Bargain Emporium is dropping a super chat. Nisa Faraway did the same thing, and our Aussie Animal family has also dropped a super chat. So thank you for all that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, always appreciated, but we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. So we're going to look at Nisa Faraway right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
If Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter is still in the house, I'm going to put them up on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Nancy Perrin Ministries is going to bring us spiritual inspiration on her channel. She just gifted a membership as well. And then, the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. Nightbot is a tried and true classic when it comes to the chatbots, of course. I use several of them here just in case one of them doesn't show up one day. So we use Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Nightbot, and Botrix now. There's Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter. So you just received a gifted membership from Nancy Perrin Ministries, and YouTube distributes those at its discretion. We'd like to say the algorithm just takes care of it. Could be anybody. Could be somebody who hasn't been on your channel in years. It could be somebody who's there for the first time within half an hour. And then when we look at Nisa Faraway, we're going to see a channel that always reminds me of National Geographic. They're bringing a lot of informative content here, and they post frequently, as a matter of fact. I'm going to take the latest video, put it in that catch-up list I keep talking about. They're working on 2,700 subscribers. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, but you get an idea of all the different types of wildlife that they're covering on their channel. They do that in videos as well as shorts and live streams. And we're so happy to know that this channel is officially monetized, because they went through a bit of trouble. They didn't get it the first time, and we don't often hear that, so I'm always very curious to hear what the stories are between different channels if they do struggle with monetization. But we're so happy that this creator got it. They've been incredibly supportive here, and now we can support them as well. So they've got 1,700 in the shorts videos. They've got live streams as well, one of them coming up later tonight, late tonight. I'm in the Eastern time zone. It's probably early in the morning for them. And then you get an idea of some of the different things they're doing here. The live streams usually are a loop of either the shorts or other things. Apparently, I'm putting Lewis Acre Farm Karma to sleep today. Your eyes are getting heavy. Buying spaces in the house. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody in the chat, and we'll get buying space onto the wheel. And next up is going to be the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph. So thank you again to both of you, Nisa Faraway and Steph, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
When we look at the Groves Bargain Emporium with Steph, I've actually caught them frequently for live streams. So they've just got a few videos here so far. I'm going to take another one and put it into my catch-up list here just to get another piece of content watched. They've got a few shorts now, so they added 2 more because we knew this one for a while at 118 views here. But then live streams are where the magic happens on this channel, and you can see I've been catching them frequently. It always perplexes me. I am wondering why I don't get to catch everybody live when we've got so many friends who are going live every day. Tuber Chat now is over 5,800 subscribers, I think, right? And I'm following every single channel, if you can imagine that. But YouTube mixes up the different notifications that it gives you. As much as we believe we should be notified of every single thing that happens, I guess it's just impossible. They've never had notifications working in that way. So I always wonder, why do I catch somebody like Stephanie Groves 4 times in a week and a half, but then there'll be lots of creators here in the chat that have probably done live streams this week that I didn't catch when I was on all day, every day. But we'll see. And then thank you so much, Lewis Acre Farm Karma. And then our Aussie Animal Family will try to get monetized on their channel. So we'll do everything we can to help you from here. And then Consume the Goodness is on the wheel. Yes, they've been on the wheel for a while. So the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph, is going to bring us live sales on their streams. And what that means is that they'll bring up items that you can bid on and purchase, like basically right there. The interesting thing is that live auctions have really started to take off in the idea of streaming. There's another platform out there called Whatnot right now. I forget, I thought there was another one, but some of the biggest influencers are now talking about the idea that a lot of money is to be made over the next 5 years in live sales in that way. So it's great to see some of our friends like Steph over here have been doing this for a while. And then pardon me while I scan the chat a little bit. I know I miss a lot. Let's thank the Groves Bargain Emporium for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And next up, for the same reason as our Aussie Animal Family.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
And then Brampton Gardner, somebody I've had the pleasure of meeting twice. in real life. We went out to dinner with Kristen and Scott and Jason and a few of Scott's friends in Toronto. That's the second time this year, which is great. But thank you for coming in. I know not everybody can stay for 3 hours every time we're here, and I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello and drop a thumbs up, right? One of the things we think about is out of sight, out of mind, right? If we're not showing up in different people's things, even if we only have a minute, they're going to forget. You know, we're all trying to get as many friends as we can, as fast as we can, but by the time somebody starts to get dozens of different channels that they're watching every day, it's easy to fall through the cracks and have people say like, oh, where did they go? I haven't seen them in a couple of months, and this and that. So we just got to keep it up, and I appreciate when people are doing that here. Jody Genealogy is Marketplace Boutique with a brand new second channel, and she's doing a few different things over there. So I've got that channel on the wheel now. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then our Aussie Animal Family is a channel I'm still getting to know. I think this is just their second time on the screen, but I could be mistaken. What I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by hanging out in premieres, live streams, watching videos, I get to know the content. And for anybody that wants to connect in the outside social networks, pardon me, like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, I'm on those a lot of the time. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 14,000, 18,000 views. Not surprising looking at the subject of some of these shorts based on the thumbnails here. And then live streams as well. So they got quite a few of these, and even over the last couple days they've been streaming a little bit. So I'll be looking forward to hopefully catching you. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching each other's content as often as possible as well. And thank you again, our Aussie Animal Family, along with Nisa Faraway and the Groves Bargain Emporium, for all of those super chats. I really do appreciate that. Nancy Perrin Ministries gifted a membership, so we're going to look at that channel next. I'm going to get it, pardon me, ready to go right now, but we're going to take a break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, first of all, going to look at the chat. And then, yeah, cruising on the high seas and travel for sure. If we can, the next time we're going to get together, actually, I think Shane from Paralife TV, Your Everyday Wheelchair Ninja, is coming for a Metallica concert in April. So we might be able to meet up. It's a bit of a distance for Tommy Temper. He's from Edmonton, Alberta. But if I ever make it to Alberta, or Tommy, if you ever make it to Toronto, I hope you'll reach out for a meetup. Tommy's been a friend for years now. Actually, he came through on my personal channel when I was covering some Freedom Convoy stuff, and he does a lot of restreaming with commentary, and he has grown an audience really, really rapidly. And then we're going to look at Tommy Temper next, because he almost next, because he dropped that super chat. Like I said, Nancy Perrin Ministries is coming up right now. Right before we go on that break for 3 minutes, I'm going to play a clip from our interview series. These are videos now listed in a playlist and a podcast on the Superchat channel. I hope to have a few more episodes soon. But right now, these conversations in an interview style, basically what happens within them is I ask the featured creators for their opinion on all the things we need to hear when it comes to growing our YouTube channels. They all know exactly what we need to hear because they've all been friends for at least 3 years, and they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
So Edna, thank you for all of this. You mentioned comments earlier quickly, and that's one of the things that comes up in every interview. Of course, we're going to talk about likes, views, subs, and everything else, but comments are a very important part of our interaction with our audience. So what can you tell us in your experience of 8 years now about how to entice more comments on your video shorts and streams?
I can't remember who told me this, but years ago somebody told me, I think I was watching like somebody that I always watched, and one of the things that they said to grow your channel was to always give your audience a job to do.
Okay.
Always give them a call to action, because that's going to keep the people engaged. So if I'm talking about cruising, and then you just kind of have to know how to just ease it into your sentence. So
Okay.
it's like, thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But then also, if I'm talking about a specific thing, like the slot pool, I'll say, have you ever participated in a slot pool? Leave a comment, let me know. And
Right.
say that. And it's like you're just saying it so naturally that people aren't even realizing that you're making them be engaged, because now they want to tell you their experience.
Yes.
The slot pool. If I'm doing regular life vlogs, like I'm notorious for not liking to try new things.
Okay,
So everybody's always trying to make me eat new foods, and I'm like, have you ever eaten this? What you put, we have a big debate about grits. I don't know if you eat grits.
No.
Does sugar go on grits, sugar or salt? So that's always, give people something to talk about, and they'll have to, give you their experience. Another thing is to sort of have like an intro and an outro.
Okay.
If I'm doing a live stream or whatever, it's just like, hey guys, come in. If I'm doing a video, it's, hey guys, happy whatever day it is. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. If I'm doing a sit down video, then I say, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for clicking this video. Because I feel like a sit down is so much different than a vlog. With the vlog is like me talking to my friends. Hey y'all, this is what we're going to Target today. Let's walk around Target. But if I'm sitting down, that means I'm doing something real specific. I'm only talking about what the topic is. So Thank you for clicking this video, because thank you. You have an interest in this particular topic.
All right, we're just about back. While we were on that break, I noticed that Rambling with the Brooms came in and dropped a super chat. He's here as a member and a moderator as well, but thank you. Actually, I was looking for you, Scott. I was looking for yesterday's Thursday and today's Friday stream. He's actually going to go live in a little while, another hour or so. So we know that he'll also be live. He's usually on for quite a while. I'm not sure if he'll still be on after Tuber Chat and after Michael's Adventures premiere. Friday night, I know, is also a big time for a lot of content out there as well. But all of our moderators let everybody meet new friends the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. So there's lots of opportunity for lots of connections tonight. And lots of our friends here in the Tuber Chat family do the same thing. Tinkmaster Games, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in again. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I think I said hello to Fairbrick Studio earlier. Backyard Truckers in the house. And what we're looking at right now is Nancy Perrin Ministries. They actually gifted a membership earlier, and we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Nancy Perrin Ministries is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us a couple months now, but they bring us prayer and worship, basically the idea of spiritual inspiration and possibly motivation. So I'm taking the latest video, I'm putting that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with their latest content. I see they've got some shorts over here as well. These have gotten into 1,300 views on one of them, which is great, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they got one coming up tomorrow morning, so hopefully I'll catch that. And they're working on 1,200 subscribers right now, so hopefully we can push them a little farther towards that milestone also. Pardon me. They have got a small amount of information on their About section so that you can get introduced to the channel, but Nancy Perrin Ministries has been with us, like I said, several times over the last couple of months now. Thank you again for that gifted membership. I know Debes the Pug Mama Quilter will be happy to have that. And then Tommy Temper's coming up right now because he dropped a super chat as well.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
Henry Leslie, Vermont, good to see you in the house. Intro to Mills is here, good to see you. And then Ace Flaw 1 Andy's also in the house. He's been with me from the beginning as well. Yeah, Scott, January was a tough month. I was down for a while as well, mostly for my voice, but there was a few days there that were the worst ever, and I'm convinced I had pneumonia for what would be my at least second time now, if not third. It's getting nerve-wracking, actually. Scott's closer to Ottawa in Ontario, Canada, so he's at least 4, if not 6 hours away from where I am, but my guess is that he's got it even colder than we do, and things have not... I don't even know if the temperature's been above freezing in southern Ontario since Christmas. Pete might be able to correct me on that, but and even Jason, he's a couple hours the other way. But boy, has it been just freezing. Computer Chick Productions, good to see you in the house. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. When we look at Tommy Temper, I mentioned the idea that this creator does a lot of restreaming. It's a very unique story about how I met Tommy Temper, because I was in Ottawa, what we were talking about right there, and just literally covering, if you want to call it that, the Freedom Convoy, doing a bit of YouTube live streaming, let's say. So what Tommy Temper does is he'll reach out to citizen journalists, for lack of a better term, people who are doing a lot of outdoor live streaming of anything at all, and ask permission to restream their content, and then he goes ahead and does that, which is great because he has his own community, he adds his own commentary, and then he sends everybody over. So when he was restreaming, let's say, even some of my stuff, bits and pieces here and there, he'll send over an audience, his audience, so that you can gain some extra subscribers and things like that, which is really cool. So Tommy Temper's been doing this for years. He's been a friend for years, and you can see his channel is just exploding. He's getting towards 7,700 subscribers now, which is great to see. So he's another fellow Canadian in Edmonton, Alberta. And he is on frequently. I'm lucky enough to catch him often. He came into the Tuber Chat family a couple years ago already, but thank you for the Super Chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'm going to take another video, put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with this account. I'm usually on his with my personal account just because that's how we met. Shorts on his channel have gotten into 9,600 and 12,000 views, more variety here. And then when we get into live streams, this is where you get an idea of what he's doing. And typically what he has is a multicam setup. So he might have 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. I forget what his maximum is. Different streams on the screen. What he does is whoever's got the most action goes into the biggest part of the screen. Really cool. So I hope everybody will check that out. But thank you again for another Super Chat, Tommy Temper. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And we always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. So Rambling with the Brooms is coming up now for the same reason.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
And then Big Family Expedition is in the house. Warmstrong Adventures has been added to the wheel. They're a member, of course. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And then, yeah, so we'll see what happens with that, cruising on the high season travel. A friend caught me actually being pretty negative, and I don't think that I'm like that, but apparently I can be, when they announced the train that might go, very high-speed train from Toronto to Montreal, if I understand it right. And it will be a great thing if it happens. But I right away was like, it'll never happen. The Canadian government doesn't get anything done. And it's true what I say, although I wish I just wouldn't be so negative about it. When I go on Facebook every day, I'm just heartbroken by the meltdowns going on constantly over politics and stupidity, and I don't want to be the kind of person that gets involved in that stuff, but I guess I got to watch it a little bit and make sure I don't fall into that category or arena, let's just say. You know, there's a lot of good that goes on, of course, with any government and this and that, but there's just, you know, those things that we complain about. I don't know why a skyscraper of 25 stories or 50 stories can go up in 1 year, but a highway extension or a subway tunnel, you know, is going to take 15 years and things like that. We've seen it over and over again. But if it does happen, it'll be great. It'll give a lot of people visiting between Toronto and Montreal and the surrounding areas an opportunity to see even more. I have a feeling something like that would extend people's vacations. To say if they're coming to Toronto for a week or coming to Montreal for a week, why wouldn't you go a little bit farther? Similar to what I talk about with Niagara Falls, where I live, it's only an hour and a half away from Toronto. So if somebody was doing a vacation, they could visit both places, like we saw from Drew's Adventures channel at the beginning of the stream when I met up with those creators last year. If that makes sense. So, Rambling with the Brooms. I've met up with him a couple of times now, along with Brampton Gardner, Kristen Walton, and Just Jason Keto and more, who also is in the chat. And Rambling with the Brooms is going to be live in a little while. Now, he brings us homesteading content more than anything else. He also happens to be a city councilor, so he's got a little bit of political content on his channel, just a small amount. Lots of travel as well. He's got an important project I'll talk about in a moment, and if you're lucky, you'll catch him making maple syrup on his channel as well. That should be right around now. And then Shorts over here have gotten into 3,100, 7,800 views and beyond. He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Live streams as well, so I'll put my notification on. So we always set notifications for everything we see, like premieres and live streams, whether or not we expect to be able to be there. That's just in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Every bit of engagement matters, of course, right? So there's a nice thumbnail right there. I keep talking about the fact that we met up. There it is right there. There's Brampton Gardner on the side, Kristen Welton with me, of course, Just Jason Keto in the middle, and everybody knows Scott Rambling with the Brooms. Now, he's got a live stream coming up today talking about Cruising Alaska 25. So this is is the project I was talking about. He's got a cruise that he set up with Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. They're going to be going from Seattle to Alaska this August for a week, and they're hoping to book 100 rooms worth of creators and supporters, and they are talking about that frequently on their channel. So Rambling with the Brooms is working on 4,400 subscribers as well. And then he's got another channel called Travel Escapes with the Brooms, where he's expecting to bring a lot more travel-based content. He was actually just on Lewis Acre Farm Karma's channel. There she is right there with their Meet Me Monday special. They just did that a few days ago. And then here's Travel Escapes with the Brooms right now with a few shorts, a couple of videos, and more content to come. He's already working on 400 subscribers, which is great to see. And then I will spin the wheel in another second. So thank you again. Oh, pardon me. No, I almost missed something there. Tommy Temper and Rambling with the Brooms, thank you for those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. M&T Living It came in and did the same thing, so we'll look at them right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
I'm not sure how many creators I mentioned coming in. I was talking so much earlier, but Mama Juju Crafting on the Back 40 and Create and Relate were both added to the wheel. PK Adventure Travels is here, so they're on there now. Members are always added to the wheel. As soon as we see them in the chat, we'll probably be spinning in another moment. M&T Living It dropped a super chat, so we're looking at their channel right now, and they've done that countless times before. See, they got a brand new video from just a couple of days ago. I'm just going to grab this car mirror dash cam touchscreen video. That'll be cool to see. And then I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. M&T Living It has a lot of family togetherness on the channel. They take us for outdoor adventures. There's a lot of cooking videos on the channel as well that have done great. Some RC car racing, a lot of variety here. When we look at shorts, a lot of these have gotten over 5,000 views because they're delicious looking, and they've got one at 20,000, one at 50,000, which is interesting to see. And then live streams as well. So they just did a live stream a week and a half ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I don't know why I can't catch you for a live stream. The other thing too that I should mention is, because I don't say it often enough, but I know not everybody has the time to sit there and message every single person that you want to show up for your live streams and things like that. But anybody can feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. I will always try to be there for everybody as much as possible, but especially if you have a special edition or a special episode of a live stream. What I mean by that is a special occasion. If you have a monetization celebration, I try to never miss those. Birthdays, anniversaries, and things like that. So it's just an idea. M&T Living It obviously is streaming occasionally, but usually on at least once a month, and it looks like they're continuing that now. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 2,500 subscribers. We know that they're thinking about. T at Nana's, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
Yeah, I'm usually on a computer. I work on a computer basically daily, but even if I'm out, even if I just have a phone with me or whatever, I'll try to peek in if anybody's got a special live stream, or for somebody like M&T Living It, like I'm saying, if I just don't seem to catch your streams. How do I catch one creator 4 times in the last week and a half, but I can't catch M&T Living It? And they've been with us for years. You know what I mean? It's just the way the notifications come up from YouTube or the recommendations and things like that as well. When we look at Crafty Witch 232, we see an interesting mix of content here. They're bringing us crochet and 3D printing, a lot of which I can't even tell the difference without a really strong look at the thumbnail, if that makes any sense. You see they got a lot of pop culture here, and they do really well with that, especially in the shorts. You'll see getting into 10,000 and 13,000 views. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator as well is live frequently. I've been able to catch them many times, as you can see. And then they've got a special one coming up that looks like it's going to be tonight. So that'll be probably on after Michael's Adventures premiere. He's got a 2-hour premiere right after Tuber Chat today, so we know that Crafty Witch 232 might still be on after. Surviving Together, thank you for that. I know you got a huge announcement tomorrow at 3 p.m. The only thing I want to ask of everybody is just to be careful with too much self-promotion, because when we make announcements here about if we've got a premiere or live stream, I promise you nobody's writing that down. Nobody's planning on going there. What happens is we make friends here in the chat, and then those friends get the notifications that say, or in a conversation with them, we say, hey, we've got something coming up, and then they'll try to be there for you, because we're not worried about today. We're always worried about what are we going to be doing three months from now? What are we going to be doing next year? What are we going to be doing 5 years from now? All this is in Tuber Chat is laying a strong and solid foundation for your channel, where hopefully you have dozens, maybe even hundreds of true friends, true supporters that will be there to catch as much of your content as they possibly can. And then on top of that, the organic growth, of course, helps. OG Sunshine, good to see you in the house. Another incredible supporter. I see them out. I run into them constantly, as a matter of fact, bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Slice Life Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for your post, by the way. I don't always look at the mentions, but I know you put out a post the other day, and I really do appreciate that. Slice Life Gaming is a member, so they're on the wheel now. We'll spin, and we'll see who's coming up next.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Yeah, Surviving Together, thank you. It's all good. I don't mean to ever call anybody out, individually and this and that, because we have a lot of, there a little bit of self-promotion isn't going to kill anybody, but I always try to reel it in, just because when newer people come into the Tuber Chat family that haven't been there before, they may not know. And the trouble is really not here. It's when you go out to other people's live streams and premieres. You can get like banned and timed out and worse, just for that kind of thing. So we always I often try to mention it. New Horizons Above and Beyond, good to see you in the house. Warmstrong Adventures is Bill. This is a creator who now, I lost count again of how many cruises this creator's been on. I asked him the other day, I think it was 40, and he's up after that. He was just on a cruise. Last week when he was here, I was asking him if he was still on the water. Warmstrong Adventures is over 2,000 subscribers now, working on 2,100 and monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Warmstrong Adventures is a creator who's here frequently as well in the Tuber Chat family. He's been with us a couple years now, but I run into him constantly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. He is on all the time, still supporting other creators. As a matter of fact, I think last week he was here in a Tuber Chat stream while he was on a cruise. So that shows the dedication to wanting to support friends when somebody goes over and above, even when they got other things going on. I'm sure all of us do that, but you know what I mean. When we look at Warmstrong Adventures, we see he's got a brand new video from another Carnival cruise. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to somewhat stay caught up. And Warmstrong Adventures is going to bring us all the travel that he takes part in, the excursions, the amenities, the room tours, the ship tours, and a lot of live streaming from the ships as well, where we get a chance to hang out and see what it's like to be on a cruise. So hopefully everybody will connect with Warmstrong Adventures. Like I said, he's been with us a couple years now. And then we will get to spinning the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next, but we're going to take another break now for about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series from the first episode, actually, of the 4 that are up right now. These are videos and a podcast on the Superchat channel. Every conversation goes somewhere between an hour and 2 hours long. They are full of information. And not all of the creators that I interviewed, pardon me, had the same thing to say about every single thing that we talked about. So there's a ton of information in there. I hope everybody will check those out. I've got another couple of episodes that should be filmed within the next little while. And in the meantime, I hope everybody will enjoy this. The biggest things I can tell you about the creators featured in this interview series is that they are all longtime friends. They've been with us in the Tuberchat family for years, and they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course, but I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to I think it was 82 was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that, instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
All right, we're just about back, and we're looking at another fellow Canadian cruising on the high seas in travel. And this is a creator who's going to bring us a lot of travel-based content, even when it's close to home. I recognize almost everything I see on this channel because as a fellow Canadian, we have, I got all the same franchises. We're in the same area, let's just say, or same region, if you want to put it that way in a roundabout sort of idea. They've got quite a few premieres. They got a couple set up, and like I keep saying, we always put notifications on for everything we see, premieres, live streams, even though we have the notification bell on for the channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. You see lately they've been doing a lot of taste test reviews. They're doing a great job with a lot of these AI images, and it's so funny because I saw one today on Instagram from an old friend here, Fit for Expedition, and they did a great job making a cool AI image for their logo and things like that. And for anybody that uses the AI systems to make images, you might find that they can't spell, not just yet. I haven't seen one that can do it yet. And so I said to somebody here in the Tuber Chat family, I'll never remember who it is, but I said, how did you do that? How did you get your thumbnail? What system are you using? Because I can't get the text to work. It might have been Rob here. I don't think it was, and they said, no, I put the text on afterwards. You Photoshop the text over top. Like, oh, that makes sense. That's cool. So, we continue to learn from each other, but some of these are really cool. Shorts on this channel have gotten now into 1,800 and 2,400 views, which is great to see. And they've got lots of live streams set up ready to go. As a matter of fact, wow, they've set themselves up right through, it's almost looking like June. It's almost looking like they've got a one ready for November or December there. And then I see a channel coming in, Dreamland Soundscapes. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. When we look at cruising on the high seas and travel, we see a longtime friend, of course. So obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And now officially on the road to 1K. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone of any kind. Since they've passed 900, that puts them officially on the road to 1,000, as we like to say. So hopefully everybody will connect with Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that exciting and important milestone.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
So here's another channel that's growing rapidly, and it's no surprise now. Jason's been with us for years as well, but incredibly consistent. So he posts at least a video a week, sometimes more, and also streams weekly, almost every week without fail, and then does a lot of shorts on his channel. Now, Just Jason Keto and More is going to talk to us about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Healthy eating and healthy living is the idea. And he's got a ton of recipes on his channel, along with product reviews. Those can help us understand the ingredients we're going to either consume or use, how they're going to affect us. He's got a lot of guests on his channel that share their tips, tricks, trials, and tribulations. And he's been known to head out hundreds of miles away to get us more informative content from places like Ketopalooza. Once in a while, he'll take us for an outdoor adventure or unbox a GoPro or something like that to mix things up. But this creator has been doing really well lately. One of his recipe videos just took right off 23,000 views on that video from a month ago. Most of those views came within the first couple of weeks. And he's been very known for these chaffle recipes. They're just one small aspect of what he does on his channel. But it's great to see that every video, including the one before it, is now reaping the benefits. So, we all dream of a day that every video that we put out is going to get at least 10 views or 20 views or 50 views and eventually 100 views. And I'm sure a lot of creators would agree that you get to a level of comfort with your YouTube channel when you know that basically every video you put out is going to get 100 views, right? But Jason has now crossed a path, and I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood, but the idea is that he might be in an average of over 1,000 views per video, and his channel just bursted, right? So he already did a great job getting up to 3,000, but his journey from 3,000 to 5,000 has felt like no time at all. And even then, he just hit his 5,000th subscriber a couple of days ago, and he's already, got another 30 there, and the counts are never accurate, so it might even be more. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more and check out this content, see how the channel's growing. Shorts I mentioned, and pardon me, some of the shorts have done really well. 5,000, 6,000. One of these has 22,000, and I've seen that one, and I promise you that one's entertaining as well. So hopefully everybody will check that out. When we look at live streams on the channel, we see that Jason is live every Thursday at around 7 or 7:30 Eastern, and we had a good time hanging out last night. Sometimes it's just Jason himself. Sometimes he's got a guest, like Kendra joined him a while ago for the second time. And then he's got a vibrant community that is ready to chat when we have questions or comments during the streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more. Obviously monetized. Next week's live stream is already set to go, so we've got our reminders on for that, and always the notification for every single channel. Jason is here as a member and a moderator, and that means that we'll be able to meet more friends when we're in his channel the same way we do here in Superchat. Silent Silver's in the house. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know Stitching It Up Capturing Country Life is here. We'll spin the wheel and we'll get to another channel.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
So Canadian Family Life is Tiffany, and this is somebody who comes to us from New Brunswick. Her husband has a channel as well called Chris's Creation Fun, but he's right now focused on helping Tiffany continue to grow Canadian Family Life. Actually, the whole family gets involved. You'll see that as soon as you start going through a few of their videos. Lots of grocery hauls, lots of cooking videos, interesting cooking videos as well. Like the other day I watched this one, they're making their own chicken nuggets to simulate what would be similar to what McDonald's would have, let's just say, and apparently they came out great, which is good. Sometimes they do husband and wife cooking challenges, and then over Vlogmas they did a great job of really mixing up the content, making some decorations for their Christmas trees and lots more family togetherness with crafting and other ideas. They've got lots of Happy Meal videos and shout outs for other creators, and shorts over here have gotten into 2,600, 2,800, even 5,600 views, featuring some famous Canadian winter weather, of course. And then, of course, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Why am I not, did I not already add my membership on, I have memberships on all my moderators' channels. Forgive me, Tiffany, I didn't realize I'd let so much time go by. But I'll get that done right after. I just made a note for myself. Same for I Am Betty J Gathers. I'm not sure if I did that yet. And then when we look at Canadian Family Life for live streams, there they are together, actually. I Am Betty J Gathers is the most recent entrant into our moderator squad. They did a great job together. And Canadian Family Life's been featured on dozens of other channels, maybe even much more than that. Tiffany's so recognizable. And actually this, because of her support for other creators and the fact that she's collaborated with so many other people, have had this channel seen as one of the fastest growing channels in the Superchat family. She got to her first 3,000 within barely over a year, which is quite an accomplishment, and the channel continues to grow today. So hopefully everybody will connect with Canadian Family Life. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Tiffany's always busy too. Let me look at Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter next.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter is up on the screen right now. This is somebody who recently came into the Tuber Chat family. She's just been with us for, I think, a couple of months now. Could be as much as 3 months. Forgive me if I'm wrong and it's longer. But I've been on her channel many times already, and they're closing in on 300 subscribers, which is great to see. So I've still got to get to know a little bit more about their particular brand of quilting content. Excuse me here, but we've got lots of friends who either do quilting or have quilting channels, as a matter of fact. And there's Mona Did What right there. A lot of different creators here in the Tuber Chat family do a lot of collaborating. So when we see these StreamYard panels, you'll likely find new people every time you're on them, but you'll see a lot of people here in the Tuber Chat family collaborating together. And I'm always happy to see that because it's a great way to grow your channel. Every time you're featured on somebody else's YouTube channel, you are guaranteed, all but guaranteed, to grab a handful of new subscribers. And that can really help your growth. So when we look at Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter, like I said, I've caught her for a few live streams already. I thought, yeah, I've caught. Oh, because she's streaming so much. Look at this. She streamed 5 days ago. Oh, this one, they're all out of order. That's why. This one says 5 days ago. This one says 4 months ago. And then one from a month ago. So I've caught her a few times. But hopefully everybody will connect with Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter. And she's here frequently as well. And I appreciate that, of course. So we'd love to push her towards that 300. We know she's thinking about it. And then we'll look forward to more videos and possibly some shorts in the future. Dawn's channel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's think about spinning the wheel. We'll see who's next.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
I almost never do links here. We have a couple that are dropped automatically. I got a couple of members on a higher level that we do that for, but typically we don't do a lot of links. And one of the reasons is because searching, finding, and clicking on each other's channels can help, especially the channels that are hardest to find, right? Eventually we rise up the search results and YouTube will do a better job of making everybody, let's say, #1 for their name around the world after we've searched, found, and clicked on them. That's why I do it. Well, part of the reason why I do it while we're here in Tuber Chat. If there's a channel that somebody can't find, like if you really can't find it, then a moderator, of course, can drop a link or a handle. I do that a couple of times per stream usually, but we try to keep that to a minimum. King Morgan, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Vintage Style by Joe, I think I said hello earlier. I think you've been here for a while. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Cruz Bolero is up on the screen right now, and they're here with us frequently as well. I think they've been catching us for every stream lately. They're at 343 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. When we look at what Cruz Bolero's doing, they say cruising lifestyles and travel reviews. So they've got a little bit more. They give us a chance to get to know them, but lots of outdoor travel-based content. We can see that when we go over the thumbnails here. Shorts on the channel as well. They've got a good handful of these now, and they've started to get into 500 views and beyond, so I'll be looking forward to even more. Cruz Bolero, we'd love to push towards the 400 subscribers. We know that they're thinking about, and I see them also many times, constantly, when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself. And then Lewis Acre Farm Karma still in the house. I'll put your channel back on the wheel. I often remove names if I haven't seen somebody for a while, and then we'll always add members right back if they're still here. And then thank you, Leonica. Knights KO is Ghostly Winds, who's been another dear friend of ours from the beginning of Tuber Chat. They've been here over 4.5 years. They're actually responsible for naming that catch-up wheel, that catch-up list that I keep talking about, that playlist that I use to keep and get caught up with creators. So we'll look at their channel soon enough. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's up next.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream. pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
And then I Am Betty J Gathers is up on the screen right now. So Knights KO's been added to the wheel. They're a member right now. And I Am Betty J Gathers, we saw just a moment ago. She was on Canadian Family Life's channel in an interview. And I'll look at the live streams over here first. I Am Betty J Gathers has done tons of interviews. She was actually challenged right before the Christmas season by Crystal Sparkle, who's featured right here, to do 12 interviews over the Christmas season, which she did. I was lucky to be a part of that as well, but you see quite a few familiar faces over there. And then I Am Betty J Gathers has done lots of these before. She's done tons of live streaming and had lots of StreamYard panels. Basically, what I Am Betty J Gathers is doing on her channel is talking about living her best life over 60. A lot of healthy eating, healthy living, motivation and inspiration on the channel. Sometimes she talks about intermittent fasting, and she's done a lot of vlogging on the channel. She literally brings us into her home and into her life. She takes us on the road and outdoors as well. You can see she's a dynamic host, always smiling, always laughing. When we get over to shorts on the channel, this creator put out literally 1 year of shorts every single day, if you can imagine that. It's quite an accomplishment. 365 shorts as a minimum, and she's done many more than that. A few newer ones have gotten into 13,000 and 15,000, but she's got lots, over 8, 9, and 10,000 views with just the creator herself. So hopefully everybody will connect with I Am Betty J Gathers, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's here as a member and a moderator as well. We'd love to push her towards the 2,700 subscribers we know she's thinking about. And then I will spin the wheel and we'll get to see who's going to be coming up next. It's already time for us to take another break, so we'll do that again. We'll go for another 3.5 minutes, and right before that I'll play another clip from our interview series. Again, these are videos that are anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long on the Superchat channel. What I tried to do was ask the creators that are featured for their opinion without adding a lot of my own, because we get to hear from me every day. I want to hear what they have to say. They don't all say the same things, but they know exactly what we need to hear. They have all been with the Superchat family for at least 3 years, and they have all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Superchat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group. And there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. You know, so always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways. But they will know somebody that's scale modeling, and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as, when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in the weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of
There you go.
You know, and so that I've put back in, because remember, I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that, I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, I goes, I'm on 10,000. Am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here. And you've doubled that number. You're still growing now, so
it's very slow growth, because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah,
and I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour, down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back, and now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back. But I needed the break. I really did. You know, and I think YouTube have cottoned on to this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But you know, we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yeah,
definitely.
Improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. You know, it really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. Like, you know, it's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Michael's adventures. We're actually going to get a better look at this channel in a little while. Another hour and a half from now, we're going to go and raid into a premiere that Michael's Adventures has got set up. He posts every single day, sometimes twice a day. But as another beloved and dedicated moderator, he will, of course, allow us to meet more friends and family members whenever we're in his premiere live chats, like all of our moderators will do. So as well, I am way overdue for adding names onto our wheel from our chat list. That's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So I did that right now. I just added 2 names, Big Family Expedition and Elfish Tanks have both been added. We still got quite a few names on the wheel. I remove names over the course of the stream based on whether or not I see somebody for a little while. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream, but any of our members and moderators will be added right back onto the wheel if I happen to remove your name, as long as you're still here. Michael's Adventures up on the screen right now. Like I said, a beloved and dedicated moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are some of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube now, 8 years almost. When we look at what he's doing on his channel, it's well over 1,500 subscribers now, working on 1,600, but he's got over 4,000 videos on his channel, one of the highest numbers we see in the Superchat family. And like I said, he posts every single day. His videos average now about a half an hour, but sometimes he's got extended ones, and sometimes he gives us shorts and other bite-sized videos. He's got lots of lives. I was going to say livestock, wildlife on his channel. Lots of raccoons, foxes, deer, opossums, bird watching. And then when we dig through the channel, we'll see that Michael's Adventures will occasionally take us for a walk around or a drive around. Lots of stories to be told when he does that. He has a slot game he often plays on a phone or a tablet, and we've seen that before. He's got lots of shorts on the channel with some lottery ticket scratching, a little bit more outdoor content, and then that slot game again with over 6,200 views, which is interesting to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. We'd love to push him towards the 1,600 we know that he's thinking about. And I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up onto the screen. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
And I'm not sure if I said it or not, but Surviving Together, if you're still listening or watching, just please let me know. Backyard Trucker is, they got a premiere coming up tonight. So after Tuber Chat, it might be still while Michael's Adventures is on, but we know there's going to be fresh content on the channel. I saw another episode of this, when he did the tractors the other day. I just watched that video yesterday. You see he's got another one here. He posts frequently as well. Backyard Trucker let us know when he came into the Tuber Chat family quite some time ago. I think it's been a couple years now, but he it's got to be getting close to it. He let us know he was going to film just about anything and everything that could be entertaining. But this creator also happens to be a self-employed small business owner, a truck driver that sometimes fixes his own truck. He does a lot of do-it-yourself videos as well. And then shorts on this channel have done really well because a lot of his dash cam footage has really done well. Look at this, 12,000, 13,000, 15,000 views on many of these. And then he's on the road every day. He live streams just about daily. He takes us on the road with him. And his channel's really grown. I believe the biggest reason is because he's doing all these vertical live streams and so consistent, right? And Backyard Trucker's out there supporting other creators as well. He's here for just about every Tuber Chat live stream and out there supporting other people in their premieres and live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Backyard Trucker. We'd love to push him towards the 3,200 subscribers we know he's thinking about. Of course, he's monetized. He often collaborates with Marketplace Boutique, Jody Genealogy, who's in the chat as well. So I'm going to show you her channels. Jody Genealogy is a new channel for her, and she's been with us for a couple years, like I said as well. 200 subscribers already, which is great to see. Not really a surprise because she's very supportive to others. And then when we look at this creator, she's bringing us a channel that's going to talk about ancestry, history, and adventures. She's got a handful of videos on here already, and then she started with some shorts videos that bring a little bit of variety, 542, 635 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. So she just started with that. When we look at Marketplace Boutique, she's going to talk to us about e-commerce, the idea of buying and selling on platforms like eBay. And she will talk to us about the typical ideas like shipping and listing, which are easy to do, but the magic comes in finding the right things to buy and sell when it comes to platforms like eBay. So she's been doing this since 1998, and she will show us how to buy collections of items that we can split up and sell individually, for instance, right? As well, she does a lot to help us with our YouTube channels. As she learned to create thumbnails and banners and other graphics, she now turns around and teaches us some of the things we need for our YouTube channels, which is great to see. And then shorts over here have gotten into 19,000, 20,000 views on a couple of these, and then live streams as well. So she could be camping, she could be on the water, she could be by the fire, and often collaborating with Backyard Trucker, who we just saw as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with both of these creators. And I mentioned it before, but collaborating with others in any way at all is a great way to grow your channel. Every time you're featured on somebody's channel, you're all but guaranteed to grab a handful of new subscribers. So Create and Relate is dropping a super chat. We're going to look at their channel right this second. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Matthew's Bushcraft is in the house. That is one of the members of the Big Family Expedition channel. Create and Relate up on the screen right now has 195 subscribers. They're getting dangerously close to their first 200. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that milestone. They are doing a lot of unboxing and product reviews, and then showing us the things they're going to make with some of the things where things can be made from them, like t-shirts, or they have a Cricut machine here that they reviewed a couple months ago, and a lot of lighting and things that can be used likely for their YouTube channel. I talk about a few of these often. When we look at shorts on Create and Relate's channel, we see that they're playing a little Would You Rather on their channel, which is interesting to see. One of these has gotten over 1,300 views, which is wonderful. And then Create and Relate is here with us for just about every stream as well. They've been with us for every stream, I think, since finding us. I know not everybody can be, but I like to recognize it occasionally. Be Bodacious is in the house, a long-time member, one of our longest-standing members. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now, and then we'll go ahead and spin. Thank you again for that super chat, Create and Relate. They've done that countless times before. They actually just took over our stream boss position. I keep forgetting to mention that, but the video game life meter under my camera here is called the stream boss. It's a feature or a plugin that is included with Streamlabs Desktop, and it comes from Streamlabs. You can use it with OBS or XSplit and these other things. And basically what happens is every Super Chat membership and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for their channel. So that will be Create and Relate for a while. Oh, and then thank you. They're coming in even though they're out eating right now, which is interesting. I've caught them actually recently for a couple of live streams, and I see you're doing a couple of what looks like product reviews here lately. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. I'm actually going to take this product review. I'm always interested to see these I have a very similar, Kristen gave me a very similar power bank for Christmas. So it's wonderful because as a solar powered power bank, basically what happens, I leave mine on my dashboard in my truck, and then it's always got power. So no matter where I am, if I forget and I need a battery right away, there's always one that's fully charged. So that's a really cool idea. Be Bodacious is working on 4,900 subscribers now, which is great to see. And they're monetized, of course, like we have been for a long time. They've been with us for probably 4 years by now. Shorts on their channel have gotten into 12,000 and 15,000 views on a couple of these, and then live streams on their channel are fairly frequent. Like I said, I caught them a few weeks ago. I thought I caught them right before that. So they're on, it looks like, fairly frequently, almost weekly now. And then we see that they're talking lifestyle, travel, service dog, as well as disability and positivity. So a lot of different subjects on the channel. And if you read the about section, you get a better idea than I can give by reading it off there. And then Be Bodacious, like I said, a longtime friend, so obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll see that Scratch and PPA is up next.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And then when we look at Scratch and PPA, we see another creator who's been with us from the beginning. And Scratch and PPA brings an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. So this beloved and dedicated moderator has literally been here over 750 times, if you can believe that, for the entirety of our streams. Now, I know not everybody can be, but anybody who's already met Scratch and PPA will agree that he's one of their most supportive creators. And I say this about our moderators. I try to remember to say it every day. I'm sure I forget more often than I think, but we all know that these streams that we do here in Superchat could not be what they are if it wasn't for the help of our moderators. They make it very easy on you, let's just say, as the host. When we look at Scratch and PPA, like I said, an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. And what that means is he pits two different lottery tickets against each other and then gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern with perfect consistency for over 4 years now, if you can believe that. If you can catch us for one of his premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Superchat family. Faster than this here in Superchat, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC, the Garden State Gardener, and the Stock Explorer. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. When we look at Scratch and PPA's channel, we can see that presentation is at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by content in his thumbnails, of course. They give us a hint about the giveaways that happen during his video series as well. And his banner is updated every single week, if you can imagine that. And then his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first production over 4.5 years ago. So Scratch and PPA is now closing in on 2,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. When we look at shorts on the channel, we see that Scratch and PPA has expanded the content here, bringing us some vlogging style shorts from a trip he took to Italy last year, along with some Italian lottery tickets. And then his first ever live stream came from that trip to Italy as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA, check out all of this different content now. We know that lottery ticket scratching is a huge category and genre on YouTube, and I know that Scratch and PPA put a lot of time and consideration into thinking about what he was going to do with the channel before he did it. But he's had a professional look to everything he's done right from the beginning. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. We're going to look at Matthew's Bushcraft and Big Family Expedition in a second.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And then thank you, Be Bodacious. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Big Family Expedition is here with a really interesting story. They are a family that was living on the road. They settled down for a little while, added another family member. They've hit the road again, and what they're doing on the channel is converting, which they have done, converting a school bus into a permanent RV living space for the family. They've already taken this to Alaska and back, and they've got an interesting story there, but it's a heartwarming story, so I hope everybody will check that out. I watched that the other day. And then they've got another one here, so I'm just going to grab their latest video. They just put this up last week. And they've got quite a bit here. When we look at shorts on the channel, we see that these have gotten into 2,700 views and beyond, one over 10,000, which is great to see. Big Family Expedition is here with us frequently, but out supporting other creators all the time as well. I run into them regularly, and then they have promised possibility of streams coming back at some point. I never did catch one. This is another one that perplexes me. Why is it that I haven't caught even one stream from them when I catch other creators every week, let's say? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we'd love to push them towards the 1,400 subscribers they're thinking about. And you're going to recognize one of the family members here. Matthew's Bushcraft is another dedicated channel from one of the family members from Big Family Expedition. It took me a while to get to know that, but we've known it for a long time now. He's working on 200 subscribers now with over 170. I'm just going to grab the latest video. They just put this out today, as a matter of fact. I'll put that in my catch-up list. What Matthew's Bushcraft wants to do on this channel is teach people of all ages survival skills, and they go through a lot of different things, usually outdoors, of course, but there's a lot of aspects to this. I'm sure everybody will enjoy seeing this young creator bringing this to us. Shorts on the channel are a part of it. 1,600, 2,200, 2,800, which is great to see, and hopefully everybody will connect with Matthew's Bushcraft. Get more information on the About section. And both Matthew's Bushcraft and the entire Big Family Expedition family have been incredibly supportive here in Superchat for as long as I can remember now. I know it's over a year. It has to be over a year. I'm not sure if it's 2 years yet, but it's got to be somewhere between a year and a half, something like that. So they're going to plan a live stream next week. And I know I mentioned it earlier. Anybody can reach out anytime and let me know. I know you can't message every single person you want to come into a live stream, but I just want to make sure everybody feels welcome to do that if you have something coming up, especially if I've had trouble catching you, because it really just comes down to YouTube's notifications. So I'll show you how I watch YouTube, because I'm on a computer all day, every day. And if I'm on YouTube, I'm almost always on a computer. So what I do is I don't really look at the notifications the same way a lot of people might. Once in a while I see them pop up, but typically what I do when I come onto YouTube is I just go onto the home page and then I see what happens. Like Kaiser Gaming YT is live every day. Kelly from I Bring It Every Day is on every day. I'm seeing a couple like this. I don't know why The Voice Croatia is a channel that I'm seeing, because it's not part of the Superchat family, let's say. More channels that I don't recognize. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers, of course. But you get an idea. So I just come here, see who's live while I'm on, and this is how I pick. But Superchat now has 5,800 subscribers, and you know I subscribe to everybody. There are a lot more than 15 or 20 channels live right now out of my subscriptions. But YouTube keeps mixing up the ways that it shows these things to us. And right now, I'm just going to skip over to Knight's Kale. This is a longtime dear friend. Ghostly Wind's been with us from pretty much the beginning as well. They've been with us about 4.5 years. This is another creator who I can tell you, through my friendship with them, cares very deeply about the YouTube journey. Those of us in the Superchat family and their own community surrounding their channel. You'll notice some of the retro video game references all over the thumbnails and banner here. This creator brings us a lot of retro video video gameplay. And even though I grew up literally with Nintendo and Sega systems, Knights KO Ghostly Winds is able to introduce me continuously to games I hadn't already been familiar with. Part of me, I noticed that they're doing some AI music as well with this Uno system. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, put that into my catch-up list. That'll help me to keep caught up with them a little bit. They're working on 900 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They got some shorts over here. One of them's got 1,600 views, which is great to see. I know they've experimented with those and changed up the way they do those a few times. When we look at the live streams, we see that they bring more video gameplay, and I've caught them many times live, not lately, but over the years, many times I've caught them. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one soon. Ghostly Winds Knights KO is actually in Australia, so it's tough to match time zones a lot of the time. Makes it extra special when they're able to be here. And I mentioned it before, but they're actually responsible for naming that catch-up playlist that I keep referencing every time I save a video from a creator to watch later. So hopefully everybody will connect with Knights KO. We'd love to push them towards the 900 we know that they're thinking about. I see Shino's Mod Spot is in the house. Good to have you here. That's another longtime friend. And Princess 6 is also in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everyone's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. I'll spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So next up is Not Interceptor 01. This is the gaming ham. They've changed up their name a few times. They do a little bit of variety on the channel. They started with some 3D printing, lots of talking head videos, a chance to get to know them and keep up with what's happening in their world. 310 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. They've got some shorts over here also that are starting to get close to 500 views. And then when we get into live streams, we see that Not Interceptor 01 has been streaming again. Just last week they put up a new one, so hopefully they'll do some more. And they're here with us frequently, obviously a longtime friend and generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then, I may not know that channel, She Knows Mod Spot, but I think I know what you mean. It's really cool when we meet other YouTubers, especially if somebody's got tons of subscribers, hundreds of thousands or millions and this and that, and then you get featured. You might pick up a handful of subscribers for yourself that way. And then you're right about that, Not Interceptor 01. I see that Knitting with Cheryl and Family is in the house. Good to see you here. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Let me spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. What we're going to do right now before we look at that is we'll go for another break for 3.5 minutes. And then right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. These are videos now listed in a playlist and as a podcast on the Tuber Chat channel. And I'll talk about exactly what they are in a quick second. I see Jeremy and Cheryl Cruz Adventures here. I was lucky to catch them this morning. They do a morning show, and every single day, Eddie Lugo Studios, along with Jeremy and Cheryl, they have 2 different channels. They get together and they talk about travel and particularly cruise news. They do a really great job, and I always enjoy my time there because we've seen the progression in their show as well over the last couple of years. But as well, I just wanted to ask you, Cheryl, when we saw that channel just come in, if I can find it, I wonder if that's another channel for you. Knitting with Cheryl and Family. So just let me know if that's also your channel. And then they've got Cruising is Fun Anytime. That's their original that we know from them over the last couple of years. And then the Stock Explorer is going to be the next channel that we look at. And I said we're going to go and take a break for 3.5 minutes. We'll play this clip, last one for today from our interview series. And these... Oh, pardon me for a quick second. I'm just trying to catch exactly what Rob's saying here. Cruising on the High Season Travel is talking about the knitting channel from Cheryl. I figured it was you when I first saw it come in because the way that Cheryl spells her name there. Let me just get this ready to go. And then I think the other channel isn't quite in here yet. I did see the notification that says that... oh, pardon me while I look for it here. Hats on a Mission. So they must have come over from Cruising on the High Season Travel or another one of our friends. But thank you for that. Okay, I'll get those channels ready to go. Hopefully by the time we're back from this break, they'll be ready. And we'll look at these channels. If they're still here in the chat. But I appreciate that. Oh, Cheryl Family Hat on a Mission is the same? I didn't realize they had another channel. I was getting close to rolling my eyes there. I do not wish on you the work that it takes to run multiple channels. Everybody here who's seen my personal channel knows I'm behind all the time because it's more work than we think it's going to be. But great for you if you can keep them all up. So we still got lots of time. We've got another hour, lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We're going to go to... pardon me, Michael's Adventures. He's got a premiere after. Lots of time to connect with lots of channels today. And we won't be in a rush to get out of here as well. It doesn't matter if we slip over time a couple of minutes. Right now, I'll play this clip. Like I said, last one for today. These are videos in a playlist and podcast. All of the featured creators are longtime friends of ours. They've been with us for years, literally. And they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, you know, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there, and now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was I think your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of like views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was like pushed to the back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, you know, like skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well. So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together, so we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and you know, when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they performed the way they done were like pushed to the back. But how we felt from how we were watching on our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check the analytics out regularly. It does help. And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel. But you get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well. Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even like scrolling up and down and like how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, like, you know, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not like go with YouTube's policies. Like we have a lot of fun with like pranking each other and stuff like that. Like, what we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or like pranks wise, that like skyrockets for us.
Wow.
Or if we do like say like a trend meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that like shorts really help us have like, you know, them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're like, I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh and then just go that direction with it and just come up with crazy stuff then.
All right, we are just about back and we're looking at the Stock Explorer. So we got another couple of channels to look at shortly. We will look at Hats on a Mission. I peeked at it in the background there. Jeremy, it looks like, is running that channel. And then Knitting with Cheryl and Family might be another one from Cruising is Fun Anytime and Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures. But Cruising on the High Season Travel dropped a super chat so that we would look at those. So we'll check them out in a minute. Pardon me. And then we're looking at the Stock Explorer. So this is Nora. This creator is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well as a member. They've been with us from the beginning of Tuber Chat as well, 4.5 years now. they're working on 2,400 subscribers, and they started by talking about the stock market with a little bit of crypto. I'm not sure if Nora was here at the beginning of the stream, if you heard about the disaster today for Ethereum, but the Stock Explorer typically talks about stock market movements and different individual stocks. They often have product in hand, and sometimes they've got charts and graphs for us to see, but there's a lot of friendly conversation on their channel as well. I joined them a while back for a 2-hour conversation about YouTube, and now they've really expanded the content on the channel. So their shorts videos have always had pure variety, and a lot of creators in the Tuber Chat family are doing that regardless of category or niche on the channel. They're just adding anything and everything into the shorts section. The Stock Explorer has done really well with this, though. A couple of these shorts have gotten into 2,800, 4,200, one over 12,000 now, and I think that one still gets views. Nora's monetized, of course, over here with super chats and memberships available to support them with when we get there, and lots of live streaming. And some of this is Nora giving us a chance to get to know her, keeping up with what's going on, a lot of friendly conversation in StreamYard panels, a lot of lottery ticket scratch battling as well with other creators. And Nora's collaborated with tons of other people. She's got one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. I mentioned it earlier. One of the things two things that she's got going on. First of all, there's our live stream right there. If you go and search out Tuber Chat on Nora's channel, you'll catch that conversation. And then she's got a series now called Scratching with Strangers. This has been going on for a while, where she's literally meeting people for the first time and scratching lottery tickets with them and getting them to tell stories, which are pretty entertaining, to be honest with you. When we get to the bottom of the front page, we see that Nora has got another channel featured here. Tropical Buzz is bringing us the idea of Nora wanting to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which she's going to grow herself. And in Florida, they've got an extended growing season, obviously, and then they can show us a lot of things we might not be able to see in other areas, and shorts on the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tropical Buzz, working on 300 subscribers over there. That's the same creator from the Stock Explorer. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel gave us a super chat so that we would look at a couple of channels. So I'm going to show you something quickly. Cruising is fun anytime. This is the channel I mentioned earlier where they go live every morning. Jeremy and Cheryl together with Eddie Lugo Studios. If I go over to the live stream page, you see these here. I caught them yesterday, I guess. I catch them frequently, not every day. And I mix up the love too, right? When I know a couple of channels go live together, like especially it's easy with Eddie Lugo Studios, Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures, and Cruising is Fun Anytime that we're looking at. So every time I go in, I just try to remember what channel I was in last time, and then I just go into the other one. So they know that. They see that I rotate all the time. But it's a way to just spread the love around. I see they got a new video here. I'll put that in my catch-up list. But I'll leave it to everybody to catch this and their other channel. Right now, we're going to look at Knitting with Cheryl and Family. So this is a brand new channel, and with over 100 subscribers already. I'm happy to see that, and they've actually been working on this for quite some time. I didn't know that. I'm going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that Loom video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and put that notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. I know they've got our notification bell on already, and they've got a few live streams and shorts over here as well. So they are working hard. I had no idea you had this other channel up and running. And then another one here, Hats on a Mission. And I just peeked at this in the background. So I was just about to read the about section here, and it says that they literally have a movement. They've got a goal. So they want to provide handmade warm winter hats to those in need, which is including homeless veterans and others facing financial hardships. I think that's a great idea. You know, we can totally get behind something like that in Canada. We wear these kind of things all the time. So Hats on a Mission at 41 subscribers right now. I'm always happy to see people using their powers for good. Jeremy and Cheryl, of course, are perfect candidates for that. We've known them a long time. They've been with us for at least a couple of years, probably getting closer to 3 years by now. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. They've only got shorts over here, and I know I talk about the idea of connecting with videos that are 3 minutes or longer, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the shorts here, and I'll show you how a little bit of a trick. So if you go into your URL on a computer and you take out the word shorts from the URL and you put the word watch in there, you'll see what happens. It's going to turn this video into a regularly formatted video. Still 29 seconds, but now I can very easily use the same buttons and things that I always use to save things. So I'm going to save this video into my watch later list, and then I'm going to go back onto the channel and I will grab 2 more. These ones I can just save another way here, I think, right? Can you do it this way or no? Oh, no, that's why I do it all the time. I love Phil Collins. I was on a Phil Collins kick a week or 2 ago. I'll grab this video and I'll put this one into my catch-up list. That'll show YouTube that I cared so much about the content that I went back for seconds already. You know, we want to do everything we can for each other. Hot Day Elaine's Crafting, good to see you in the house. Rockin' Keto Amy, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
PK Adventure Travels is coming up right now. I needed to clean up the wheel there. I've got Silent Silver on the wheel right now, and then I'll continue adding names. We got lots of time today. We should be able to get to just about everybody by the look of it. PK Adventure Travels does a really thorough job. What video did I just watch? Was it this one here? Ryan did this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. These creators actually mix up the work, the camera work and filming on the channel. I'm not sure what they do about editing. But this is a channel that impressed me right from the day that they came in to the Superchat family, and they've been with us now for, I don't think it's quite been a year. It's well over 6 months, I'm sure, or close to it. They got 1,000 subscribers, which is great. They have to be excited about that. They do a really thorough job with things like ship tours when they're going on a cruise. So they'll show us not only the ship, but the rooms. They'll talk about the amenities, the excursions, and things like that. They also do kind of a cruise and travel news segment. Ryan does this on the channel regularly, and I've enjoyed the few that I see because they're interesting stories. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those as well. I'm going to take the latest video. They just put this up right before Superchat. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with their channel or stay caught up. And then, yeah, for the Princess Tour. So it's great that you're sharing like that. We see that a lot of the time. There's Hats on a Mission right there. And that's the channel from Jeremy, like I said. I'm just going to make a note for myself here. I'm just happy to see that. That must be a newer one. And then, like I said, I catch them every morning. Cheryl and Jeremy are together with Eddie Lugo Studios, and I've always enjoyed catching them. They do a really good job. The chemistry between them is fantastic. It looks like a radio show to me. Hopefully everybody will connect with PK Adventure Travels. Obviously, another couple of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Driving Daily, good to see you in the house. Silent Silver is up here. They're going to talk to us about precious metal stacking and preparedness and prepping in general. So they give us some more information on their About section, but the idea is far beyond the zombie apocalypse. It is a responsible thing to do to make sure that we're prepared for just about anything that can come our way. Some of us in Canada, I mean, it's not so bad where I am in Niagara Falls. Toronto's probably not too terrible. Obviously, Jason would say London is probably survivable right now. But there are other places, and obviously other places in the world. People can get snowed right in. I saw a post, I don't know who it was, on Instagram or Facebook or whatever for a second today, that was, we have those mailboxes most often in Canada now over the last couple decades where they just put one set of mailbox at the end of the street and you have to walk to get your mail. They don't bring it to your house anymore. But, you know, those mailboxes are, you know, how high? They got to be 4 feet high, if not 5, or, you know, whatever it is. And the snow was all the way almost to the top of them. So when it's one thing when we exaggerate and embellish and say, oh, you know, I had to walk to work in 4 feet of snow, you know. But sometimes there really is 4 or 5 feet of snow, and it's something else to see. But Silent Silver is going to talk to us about prepping in general, precious metal stacking, which I can get behind as an idea as well. I'm a big fan of precious metals. Silent Silver is working on 1,200 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards that milestone. When we look at shorts on the channel, they've done well here, getting into 6,100, 6,300, 8,600 on a few of these, and then live streams on the channel as well. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these if you're going to do one again soon. I know it's been a few months, but I'll be looking forward to it if I can catch you. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Oh, never had 4 feet of snow there? Driving Daily? Yeah, it's no joke. It took me a lifetime to ride. I didn't realize when I was a kid, when I would go to, I say kid, but I mean teenager, when I would go to high school, my high school was probably 45-minute walk, let's say, from my home. What my mother didn't know, the whole, my entire academic career, if you want to put it that way, is that I would, you know, as a growing lad, I would probably eat my lunch on the way to school. Then I worked all the time. I always either shoveled snow or cut lawns for people or had paper routes and things like that. I worked all the time, and my parents gave me an allowance. I was lucky that way. So I would always have a little bit of money, and I would work part-time in places, and I would buy lunch at the cafeteria. But you imagine that's 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever it is, another 45-minute walk home. So you've literally done your 10,000 steps for the day. You've walked you've walked an hour and a half. Sometimes through the snow and ice and everything else. And then my parents wouldn't understand why I was starving. I'd come home and I'd eat everything in the house, and then I wouldn't eat dinner properly because I had already eaten so much. But that's why, and it took me forever to realize what on earth went by. I wasn't that bad. It's just that, an hour and a half of walking a day makes for a hungry student, let's just say. Tampa's Creek Homestead and more, good to see you in the house. But that 45 minutes in the snow, sometimes feet of snow and stuff like that, that's kind of no joke. And in Canada, or at least in Ontario, there's no such thing as a snow day. At least not with the public school boards. I don't remember ever taking, in not 17 years, but 14 years or whatever it is, right, that we go to school, ever having a day off for snow. There's no such thing. It doesn't matter what's going on. If nobody can get anywhere, you still go to school. And Sadie Lady, good to see you here. That's a longtime friend as well. And then I was born, raised, and grew up in Toronto, but I live in Niagara Falls now. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So I know I'm bouncing back and forth between ideas here. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is up on the screen. I'm going to get a couple of names onto the wheel. We'll get Greenland Quilter Katie on there. and New Horizons Above and Beyond. And then I'll take it one by one. But we got lots of time. Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us in half an hour. We can continue meeting friends and family members for another couple of hours. Actually, why don't we get Driving Daily on there right now? And Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting. And I'll start firing through channels, because we're not in a rush today either. Michael's Adventures has such a lengthy premiere that it's okay if we slip over into overtime. But we'll see. We'll move it as quick as we can. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is up on the screen right now with 451 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 500 she's thinking about. It's obviously an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. When we look at videos over here, they've got a brand new one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about that was named by Ghostly Winds that helps me keep or get caught up with creators. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is going to bring us a lot of spiritual inspiration in a lot of the videos on the channel. They got some shorts over here that bring more variety and homesteading content. When we look at these, they get into 1,500, 2,500, 6,200 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. And I see Kendra is going to be the next guest on the Meet Me Monday series. These are interviews, and Lewis Acre Farm Karma has been doing these for a while. They got a couple series now. They got Talk About It Tuesdays, where they do kind of a panel, but they've got an interview series every Monday. They introduce us to another creator. Rambling with the Brooms was on there recently. There they are right there. I was lucky to have been a part of that a month ago as well. And Lewis Acre Farm Karma is considerate about the different types of questions that they ask. Let's just say, anybody can be interviewed on any other channel, let's just say. And a lot of times I've been caught talking about the same things over and over and over again, especially in the early years. But this was a different kind of conversation, and she's been doing that with a lot of different people. So hopefully everybody will check that out. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is here with us just about every day as well, or every time we stream. Coastal Water is another longtime friend. Her and her husband, Backlash Fisherman, have been with us for probably 4 years as well, or close to it. I've got Coastal Water on the wheel, and Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting is coming up right now.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And then Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting. Let's see what they've got going on, because there's quite a bit of variety over there. I see they got another video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I don't know why I would have never seen this one. It's probably because they're live too often, and I catch them for live streams instead of videos. Lots of friends on here. You can see these StreamYard panels that come up, so they're live frequently. I caught them last week and a couple weeks before that, and they seem to be doing these at least a few times a week with friends on StreamYard panels, so hopefully everybody will connect with Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting. I see them out supporting other creators as well. 600 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. They talk about crafting, chatting, laughing, bingo, and relaxing, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And we know they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I've completely lost track of how long Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting has been with us. I think they've been in the Tuber Chat family. I know it's got to be a year, but I don't know if it's 2 years maybe. And then Tampa's Creek Homestead and More is actually dropping a gifted membership right now, and it just happened to go to Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting. That's coincidence for you. And thank you for that. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So, Tampa's Creek Homestead and More has done this kind of thing countless times already. Over the top generosity from these creators, and I really do appreciate that. This is actually a grandmother and granddaughter duo, and they're doing just about everything under the sun together. They are letting us know they're just living a simple country life, but they are bringing a lot of outdoor adventure, and then they bring us into the home to hang out with them as well. So I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. You get an idea from the thumbnails, some of the different things they're doing together, some cooking videos as well. So I'm happy to see that kind of thing. When we get to shorts on the channel, we see a lot of fun being had here from these creators, both outdoors and indoors. One of them at 6,300 views, which is great. Two of them over 6,000. And then they're working on 800 subscribers too. And they've got lots of live streams ready to go. So they've got one coming up in a few days. They seem to be doing these every week or two. It looks like they're planning every week. I think they're skipping a week there. They might be on holidays. And hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. It's been another week since I caught you for the last one. But Tampa's Creek Homestead and More has been incredibly generous as a loyal and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family. I think they've caught us for every live stream since they found us, and that's just a few months ago as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. We're going to take a break, but this is just going to be 3.5 minutes right now, and then we'll come right back. We're going to look at Kendra's channel, Consume the Goodness. All right, we're just about back, and we're going to look at Kendra's channel. Some creators are mentioned by name in the chat, like Jody, we see from Marketplace Boutique, Andy from Backyard Trucker, and things like that. And Kendra just has been having an impact on everybody that she meets across not just the Superchat family, but out in the YouTube streets as well. A very dynamic creator. One of the things that I realized the other day, she does skits throughout some of her videos and really puts a lot of thought and effort into that, because I found myself watching a video. I had time to sit and watch one, and I'm laughing at the different silly things that she was doing. I'm just going to grab the latest video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Consume the Goodness has been featured on other channels as well. She's been with Just Jason Keto and More twice. I think we just said she's going to be the next guest on Meet Me Monday, if I understood right, from Lewis Acre Farm Karma, which is really cool, because I've talked about the idea of collaborating and the fact that you're going to get, you're all but guaranteed to grab a handful of subscribers every time you're featured on somebody else's channel. Consume the Goodness is here with us just about every day as well, and she's going to talk about healthy eating, healthy living, and a keto-based diet or lifestyle, or keto carnivore meal ideas, some faith-based motivation as well, and then mental health talk and workouts on the channel. She actually did a fun shorts video with a shout out for Superchat the other day, and if I go to the latest, we'll be able to see where that is. Here it is right here. I hope everybody will watch that one. When we look at shorts on the channel, though, she's done really well. 31,000, 50,000 on one of these. But she's also got a special one here. I watched this one myself. I don't watch a lot of shorts, probably less than most people think. And that's, my excuse is I'm on a computer much more than a phone. And then when I look at that pizza one, we see that, or I have seen that this is a really interesting video to watch for anybody that is a fan of pizza as much as I am, because it's a really interesting twist. Live streams on the channel. Kendra is on frequently, either by herself here on her channel or collaborating with others. There she is with Jason right there. That's the second time they did that. And hopefully everybody will connect with Consume the Goodness. We'd love to push her. She's pushing the channel right now, obviously with YouTube promotions, but we'd love to push her towards the 16,000 we know she's going to be thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And it looks like it's going to be New Horizons Above and Beyond.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
And then Katie's Kitchen is on the wheel as a member, of course. And then Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting shorts have this magic to them where it's very possible to get a boost from YouTube. When we think about our videos, most creators here in the Superchat family would be very, very, very excited to have 1,000 views on a video. And it happens, and once it starts happening, I like to say it's the first time. Every time something happens, it's the first time it happens, because soon you'll get 1,000 views on a video, and then someday 2,000, and then someday 4,000, and it just keeps going. But shorts, it's very possible for anybody to put out a shorts video and just have the thing fly to like 27,000 views, right? We see that frequently. So there's some kind of a winning the lottery aspect to it, let's just say. And then when we look at New Horizons Above and Beyond, we see another creator who's here with us every day. I see they got another couple of videos here, so I'm just going to grab one of their Dollar Tree haul videos here, or shopping videos, and have a look at what they've got. Pure variety. This creator's changed up their channel a few different times, including the banner and avatar. They've got some shorts over here, though, as well, that have gotten into 1,600 and 1,900 views. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they've started these as an experiment. experiment. We've got our notification bell on so that we can hopefully catch them when they decide to bring out some more, if they're going to. We'd love to push them towards the 1,500 subscribers. We know that they're thinking about, and obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We just looked at Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Thank you again for that gifted membership. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away, so we already looked at their channel, but I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'll get Ace Flaw 1 onto the wheel in a quick second here, and Driving Daily is coming up right now.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
When we look at Driving Daily, we see a creator that's got closing in on 1,400 subscribers, which is great to see. I think they're growing rapidly, if I'm not mistaken. They're closing in on 180 videos as well, which is great. This creator must be really increasing the number of videos, because they came into the TuberChat family just a few months ago. It might be a year by now. I don't think it's quite a year, but I'm thinking around that time frame. And this creator was noticed right away because of the drifting videos on the channel, but I've seen much more from them. They have a collection of cars, and they do a lot of their own repairs as well. A lot of talking head videos where they give us a chance to get to know them, ideas for the channel as well. Shorts over here have gotten into 18,000, 35,000 on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they've been doing quite a few of these up to a month ago. We'll see if they're going to continue those. Hopefully I'll catch you for one, and this is why I keep whining about today. Why do I not see some creators go live, and then I see other creators almost daily or frequently? But Driving Daily, hopefully I'll catch you if you're going to do another one of these, and we'd love to push this channel towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. Driving Daily's with us frequently for just about every single stream, and they have been ever since finding us. And then Rushing Wind Mountain is Ruby. They're coming up next.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Rushing Wind Mountain is Ruby, like I said, sometimes referred to by name in the chat. They're here with us for every single stream. Rushing Wind Mountain posts almost daily, and they bring us a lot of nature and wildlife videos from the Pacific Northwest. Their videos can range anywhere from a minute to 12 hours long, and they mix up some live streams as well. Always pleasing audio with pleasing visuals in their videos. And then they really try to mix things up as well to give us different things to see. When we get into shorts on the channel, this is where you're going to find some humorous moments while we're looking through the wildlife here. Some of these have gotten into 11,000, 12,000, 16,000. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they're live frequently. They just did one earlier today. And they do these usually a few times a week, as you can see. And they mix these up as well. They've experimented between horizontal and vertical. So they're really trying a lot of different things on the channel. They're pushing it hard. So they're working on 14,000 subscribers now. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And King Morgan, I know, is still in the chat, but just if you happen to still be listening, I'm having trouble getting into your chat. So I don't know if it's a glitch or a moderator probably banned me or something like that, but do me a favor, please. King Morgan, have a look, see if I'm banned on your channel. And then if not, just please put TuberChat Connect and Grow into your approved users list. That should fix it up, and then I'll try it again. I've tried a couple times now. And then Sadie Lady's still in the house. Greenland Quilter Katie's up on the screen right now. There's another creator who's with us frequently. And they are now over 4,000 subscribers, which is great to see, growing fast. monetize, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When I first started seeing this channel, I came into these videos giving us a great look around Greenland. So obviously on the water, mountains, glaciers, icebergs, and a lot of beautiful scenery here. Then I thought I was watching clips from some StreamYard panels. Turns out it's actually a podcast that they've got on the channel, which is great to see. They've got some shorts here as well. These give us more different looks around Greenland, and they've gotten into 2,800 views on a couple of them. I think that one might still be getting views, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they're live frequently. They were live yesterday and today, and it looks like they're on almost daily or every other day. They've got one coming up tomorrow as well, so we'll look forward to that. Hopefully everybody will connect with Greenland Quilter Katie, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and like I said, they're usually here with us for almost every stream as well.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Coastal Water, I mentioned her and her husband are both incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They have been from pretty much the beginning of Tuber Chat. They've been with us for about 4 years. They bring a similar style of content, but this husband and wife combo supports each other wholeheartedly, even with separate channels. They always have. This thing called Cooking with Coastal is a series, and she's been doing these for a long time. Lots of cooking videos, tons of family togetherness on the channel. It's probably my favorite thing is the fact that they're all together all the time. And sometimes Coastal Water will take us for car confession live streams, and there's Backlash Fisherman, her husband with her, Panda's in the background there, and they do a lot of these drive along live streams. They just take us about their day, give us a chance to hang out, get to know them, and once in a while they'll take us for a different kind of outdoor adventure. They got some shorts on the channel as well, and these have gotten into 3,400 views and beyond, one over 10,000, which is great to see. Cooking is a focus on the channel, but it's interesting because this husband and wife combo share the responsibilities around the house. And we see another series called Cooking with Backlash from her husband's channel. This first responder named Matt takes us for a lot of fishing trips, fishing first on this channel, and they go fishing in just about every way that you can. They've got shorts over here as well. These have gotten into 3,900, 6,200 views, and then live streams bring a little more variety in content. So Matt has been known to do a lot of StreamYard panels. He's been known to do some hobby hangouts. He takes us for those car confession live streams like his wife we just saw, and then he's got a couple of other hobbies as well. And if we follow the channel and dig through some of the older live streams, Cooking with Backlash is another series. So it's nice to see this family together, sharing responsibility but supporting each other wholeheartedly as well. And hopefully everybody will connect with both Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready. We're going to take one more break. Again, we'll make this one a quick one. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back with a friend I've had for 5 years now, Andy from Ace Flaw 1. All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Andy's channel, AceFlaw1. He brings travel content. He's been with me for 5 years, longer than Superchat's even been a channel, as a matter of fact. And then I've got quite a few more names on the wheel. Michael's Adventures has a premiere starting in 10 minutes. I'm going to drop the link for that right now, and I'll do that several times. And he's going to give us another 2 hours that we can continue meeting the same way that we do here. All of our moderators allow this during their premieres and live streams. So there's the link. I'm going to pin it as well so everybody can get to that easily. And then I'm going to make sure we get to everybody today. I think we'll take it one channel at a time, but it's okay if we go over time, because a 2-hour premiere gives plenty of time for everything we need. So Lucy Warren's World, Fever Dream Animation, Little Lego, and 99 Midnight Gamer have all been added to the wheel. Sadie Lady, Elfish Tank, Scooter Renee LLC, and Katie's Kitchen are already there. If anybody else is still listening or watching that hasn't been seen, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on the wheel. But I'm going to start ripping through these channels. So AceFlaw1 brings us travel. He posts occasionally, but like I said, he's been at this for many years. I've been friends with him for 5 years now, or more. Shorts on his channel have gotten into 600 views, 1,700, and even beyond. And he's working on 5,600 subscribers now. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Emotion New Soul is here as a member and a moderator, so I've got him on the wheel right away also.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
Did I catch you for that, Little Lego? Did I catch you last night for your birthday live stream? I can't remember for the life of me if it, now that you're mentioning it, I'm feeling like it was. So hopefully everybody will wish Little Lego a happy belated birthday. Katie's Kitchen is up on the screen right now. They've done a lot of grocery hauls, some cooking videos on the channel. They post occasionally, but they've got over 400 subscribers as well. They've got some shorts here that have done well. Some more pizza, by the way. 2,500, 6,600, 8,300 views, and then live streams on the channel. And up to a month ago, they've done quite a few of these, some video gameplay as well. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one if you're going to keep those up. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Scooter Renee LLC has had a long wait today. We never know how long it's going to take for a channel to come up after it gets on the wheel. So hopefully that brings fun, if not frustration, for everybody. When we started Superchat almost 5 years ago, we didn't have a wheel like this. We just let everybody go up onto the screen because we'd only be doing it for an hour. There'd only be 30 or 40 channels. It was easy to do. But over the years, as things grew, I think it was in the first not too many months, we added the wheel because I was like, okay, this will add some suspense, and we've progressed a little bit over time. But Scooter Renee LLC is a channel I'm still getting to know. There are over 2,000 subscribers, which is great to see, and monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get to know the channel a little bit better. They've got shorts over here. And these have gotten into 700 views, 900 on one of them. They're almost at 1,000 views on one of these. And then live streams on the channel as well. So I see they've got quite a few lined up here. I don't think I've caught you for a live stream yet, though. Did I catch you 2 weeks ago maybe for one? Maybe I did. And forgive me for not being sure. I'm often working on a computer while I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I've usually got 3 or 4 live streams going at a time, or a couple live streams in a premiere and a playlist and things like that. But this is another channel that's bringing us these live auctions, and I talked about this earlier. We've got a few live auction channels sales. And we've got a few creators that do the live auctions regardless of the niche of their channel. But they're very exciting and a chance to check out a new format, basically. Some of these creators have been doing it for a while, but it seems to be sweeping the nation or taking over the world, if you want to put it that way. A lot of live sales now, and there's even new platforms coming out like Whatnot just for that purpose. So let's spin the wheel. We got another channel ready to go.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Oh my dear goodness, I can't seem to copy and paste today. There it is. There's Sadie Lady. So let me copy the handle here because Sadie Lady is a popular name. I'm not sure how quick this is going to come up in the search results. I didn't really give it a chance, but let's try and see what happens here. Oh, it's not too bad. For me, it comes up third. My search results are probably going to be different than yours because some of it is based on geographics. But I'm going to put that handle in the chat just because I said so. Just in case you can't find Sadie Lady right away, we want to make sure you get to the right channel, right? Especially when names are short and popular like this. But Sadie Lady's now over 800 subscribers, which is great to see. They're actually a longtime friend. And this is where we get to know Sadie. And when we have a look at the videos here, up to a year ago, they've posted quite a few. Then when we get into shorts, these have now gotten into 11,000. And wow, 53,000 looking at rockets. I wonder, oh, it's funny too. I was just going to say, I wonder if you're Canadian. I should know better. But no, in Canada, this is what we call rockets. We often get them in Halloween candy. Pete and Jason might be laughing at this, and Tiffany, if she's still here as well. Any of our Canadian friends will probably be looking at that saying, wait, why does it say Smarties? Because in Canada, Smarties are a much different thing. Let me just show you. I don't know why I'm so interested in this. So Smarties, look at this. When I type it in, it's the American Smarties. But if I want to look at the Canadian ones, this is what Smarties are to Canada. They're candy-covered chocolate. And, you know, all of our Canadian friends would have grown up with those. But that's interesting for me to see, so forgive me for going on about it. But those are delicious, too. And then live streams on the channel. This is where we get to see Sadie as well. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Sadie Lady. 808 subscribers. I think you just got one right now. And then we'd love to push this channel towards the 900 subscribers we know they're thinking of. It's good to have you back. I know they've been a friend for a long, long time. Yeah, I like them too. I don't often eat them except for when Halloween comes around. If somebody around us has Halloween candy other than chocolate, let's just say. But that's a fascinating thing because I think I've seen that short from you before, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it or not, but I had heard that there's a candy to us called Rockets, which is what those are. Like I said, I know I say the same things over and over again, but pardon me, 99 Midnight Gamer. I can't spell today either. 99 Midnight Gamer, here they come. But anyway, we call those Rockets, and then Smarties are a different thing to us. If any of our American friends haven't had Smarties, I would recommend trying them unless you're on keto because they're really interesting. And I can imagine, even though I grew up with them, I've had a million of them. For somebody that hasn't seen them before, I don't know if our American friends have anything like that. But candy-covered little chocolate things are really unique, let's just say. They're probably a favorite with a lot of people. The Confident Quilter, Gladys L. Paul, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I believe you're here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And then Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is somebody I might meet up again with in April. So we're going to try to get a few people together for that. I met up with Shane last summer, I think. 99 Midnight Gamer is also working on 900 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They've been doing a lot of live streaming, and I see they've been dropping videos as well. This one's from last week. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. We see that they're mixing up different types of gameplay here, and then shorts on the channel as well. Shorts sometimes do well with gaming channels. 3,000, 7,900, which is great to see. Pardon me, and then live streams as well. So I just caught them yesterday, and they've done another one today, and lots of live streaming from this creator. They do a good job of keeping up with the chat while they're streaming as well. Kaiser Gaming YT and other gaming channels dropping a super chat right now. We'll see what Chris's Clever Craft has got going on his gaming channel.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
So Kaiser Gaming YT now has 1,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 we know they're thinking about. That's Chris's Clever Craft right there. You see the unique thing he's doing on his channel. He's doing dual live streams. One in vertical format, one in horizontal format, and that's likely leading to an increase in subscribers, but definitely different audiences, because not everybody likes one or the other, or even both, right? When we look at shorts on his channel, we know he's playing a lot of Fortnite right now, but we get into some shorts that have done well. Like I said, sometimes on gaming channels they do well. 9,000, 10,000 views on a couple of these. And then when we look at Kaiser Gaming YT for live streams, we see that this is where, pardon me, those were videos that I was showing you, clips from the live streams, but this is where they live stream, and they've got the vertical and horizontal live streams going at the same time, which is really, really cool. They're monetized as well. Lots of time to, they're live streaming frequently, lots of opportunity to connect with them. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them as well. Just going to spin the wheel. We get another channel ready to go in a second.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Little Lego World is up on the screen right now, and then 91 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. This is actually a second channel for Little Lego, and we could dig through the videos here and see that they're bringing us a bit of variety, as a matter of fact, but they often talk about Lego as well as is it knitting? I forget if it's knitting or crochet, and forgive me for not being certain, but there's some of the yarn right there. He's got some shorts here, which is great to see, and the creator behind this channel, Little Lego, doing some live streams as well, has had a birthday yesterday. Let's see if I can grab their original channel easily. Here it is. When we look at Little Lego, the handle matches, which is great. When we look at Little Lego, we see that this creator as well, say they're celebrating 300, they're already almost at 400, and they've got, I think they said, did you say you got like $25,000 worth of Lego sets, I think? Lego's like my favorite toy of all time, right? When we look at Little Lego, we see that they're posting fairly frequently, so they got a couple videos here. When we get into shorts on the channel, we see some more Lego builds and other things in the background here. 975 views, getting close to 1,000, and one of them over 1,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So I've got notifications on for a lot of these. They set up a lot in advance. They're already getting March, April, May, June, and July ready to go, so that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully everybody will connect with Little Lego and wish them that belated happy birthday. Mel at PK Adventure Travels. I didn't realize you had another channel. Is that another channel with some content or something you're just setting up? I'm just curious to know. I just had a peek in the background there. Let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
Fever Dream animation is up on the screen right now, and if you read the About section, you'll get an idea about what a fever dream is and their description. They've been posting a lot of classic television lately. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Shorts on the channel feature snippets and clips and some animation. 600, almost 700 views, and some of their videos are quite lengthy, actually. They let these, what are we looking at? Yeah, there's a 4-hour one right there. Some of them 20 and 30 minutes and this and that. Plenty of opportunity to connect. So hopefully everybody will connect with Fever Dream Animation. They're working on 400 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a little bit closer. They're here with us for just about every stream as well. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If there's anybody still listening or watching that hasn't been seen, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on the wheel. And then I'm going to drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. Again, he's going to be, his premiere will already have started. And he's going to give us another 2 hours that we can continue to meet friends and family members the same way we do here. Elfish Tanks is coming up right now, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They got 435 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards their 500. That is obviously a important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. When we look at Elfish Tanks, they've got some information on their About section, sharing their progress through the development of their hobby. They've got a fish room experience, and then they give us some history about it as well. They've got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 5,800, 8,700 views, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel. So they've got one coming up for tonight, actually, to be on in a couple of hours. So we'll look forward to that. There's lots of activity tonight, lots of live streams and content, and we're going to go see a premiere right now from Michael's Adventures, and hopefully I'll catch you for that as well. I don't think I've caught you for a live stream yet, but I'll be looking forward to it. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Shane from Paralife TV, I'm just curious if you're still here, and I know we had a brand new channel. They came into the chat. I'm just curious if they're still here. Kaiser Gaming YT, Chris's Clever Craft. Forgive me if I didn't thank you for your super chat there. I think I forgot to look at his original channel too. Chris's Clever Craft. And then we'll look at Emotion New Soul, who just came up on the wheel. Chris's Clever Craft Chris's Clever Craft is the creator behind Kaiser Gaming YT. I've actually caught him for a couple live streams lately, both on his gaming channel and his regular channel. He's been with us from the beginning, 4.5 years now. He does a lot of do-it-yourself videos, sometimes product reviews or unboxings. He's got an interesting property. He brings us indoors and outdoors for a lot of interesting stories as well. One of the things he loves to do is work, and I've caught him many times doing home renovations and things like that. He's got a short video here that's still getting views at 24,000, and then lots of other interesting content here. Live streams on the channel. Like I said, I've caught him frequently lately. He's doing some more work. He's actually streaming more often than I thought. I just caught him yesterday. Where'd the one from yesterday go? And then hopefully everybody will connect. That's Kaiser Gaming YT and the creator Chris's Clever Craft. So Emotion New Soul is coming up now.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
And then thank you, Just Jason, Keto, and more. I was literally just about to add Rockin' Keto Amy onto the wheel, but Just Jason, Keto, and more just dropped a super chat so that we would look at your channel right away, because we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. So we'll do that in a second. Writing with Emotion New Soul is a second channel from this talented singer, songwriter, producer, and performer. He's here as a member and a moderator and has been from the beginning of Tuber Chat. He's working on 800 subscribers on this second channel. This is where he gives us a look at how he makes his music, and the man behind the music as well. He rounds out the channel with some reaction videos and shorts over here, maybe a couple compilations and live streams. When we look at Emotion New Soul and his original channel, it's an official artist channel. We get to see the original works from this creator set up as music videos primarily. He's got one coming up in a couple of days here. Pardon me. And then we see he's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And sometimes he brings us compilations, sometimes a behind the scenes look. He rounds out this channel with shorts and reaction videos as well, and then compilations. Sometimes he does a Tiny Desk style concert where he's actually performing live, and these are really cool. We've caught him many times for these. So hopefully everybody will connect with Emotion New Soul. Obviously another over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then we're going to look at Rockin' Keto Amy right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
It's great to see an avatar here with a before and after look, if I'm understanding that. Just Jason Keto and more likely introduced us to this new friend. 111 subscribers, which is great to see. The channel looks great. I see a professional look to all your thumbnails here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take this 15-minute video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as we do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And hopefully you have our notification bell on now as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can join us every single time we stream, and certainly not for 3 hours every time we're here. I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by to say hello or drop a thumbs up. They really matter as much as we always say that they do. Every moment matters as well, even for our friends who run the stream in the background. I always appreciate that. I know they're there. Not everybody has the opportunity to chat every time they're here either. Sometimes people are running the stream even when they're working or doing other important things. We still have the next couple of streams set up in advance. They'll be at the same time as today, just on different days. Those are published on the front of the channel. Hopefully everybody will thank and connect with all of our moderators. These streams couldn't be what they are if it wasn't for their help. We still got a couple channels to go through. I'm going to put the Winning Walk with Christina up in a moment. Lucy Warren's World is here. This is somebody I've been lucky to catch frequently in live streams. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that into my catch-up list list. I'm still getting to know the content here, but they've got a lot of information on their about section, and then they've got shorts on the channel as well. 15,000 and 35,000 on one of these, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent. Like I said, I've caught them many times, and they've got one coming up. That's for tomorrow morning, so we'll be looking forward to that. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at the winning walk with Christina, we see a longtime friend. They've been with us a few years. It's good to have you back in the chat right now. You caught us just before we were about to go over to Michael's Adventures channel. He's got a premiere that's already started. He's going to give us another couple of hours to continue connecting the same way we are here. I'm just going to drop the link for that one more time, and I'll see everybody over there in a few minutes. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes like we always do, so everybody can clean up their connections here before we go over there. I can see I'm behind with the winning walk with Christina, but we know that this creator is going to bring us spiritual inspiration on their channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that into my catch-up list like I do for many creators. That'll help me keep caught up or get caught up with the channel. They've got some shorts over here as well. I haven't seen these yet. I don't think I've seen this channel with their shorts, but look at this. 37,000, 59,000, 14,000 on one of these, and then live streams on the channel as well. So up to a couple weeks ago, they've been doing these every week or two, and hopefully I'll catch you for another one. I've always got the notification bell on. That's been literally for years with this creator, working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Thank you again, everyone. We'll make a quick exit. I'll see you with Michael's Adventures. Bye-bye, everyone.
Are you out there grinding day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With Tuber Chat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. Tuber Chat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join Tuber Chat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. You've got the passion, you've got the drive. With Tuber Chat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team. Let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Tuber Chat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.